live from the House of LeMay Makeup and Dressing Room.
Here comes Amber, stop what you're doing. Here comes Amber, she's just doing what she can. Here comes Amber, cue the spotlight. Here comes Amber with 2 drinks in her hand. The matriarch of fashion, from sequins to her glasses, you can't look away. Ask her, does she do it? There's really nothing to it. She's got that feminine gaze. If you have a party, or if you're feeling naughty, call up the House of LeMay. Here comes your favorite gal. Here comes your queen. Here comes the talk of the town. It's Amber Live tonight. The music starts to play and it's time for cabareting on Amber Live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off all cell phones and get ready for your host, Amber LeMay.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, so it must be time for Amber Live. Thank you for stopping by tonight. But you know what? How about if you like what you're watching and then share? And have all your friends know what you're doing too. And then if you're over there on our subscription site, subscribe too, will you? So you'll know everything that's coming up in my life. Oh yeah, it's an open book. So it's going to be a fun night tonight. Trust me. But, this has been just a marvelous week of excitement and success. If you're a gun of some sort. But for the rest of us, this has been, well, not so great. So let's see if we can find something funny in the headlines. Yep, I guess we got to start off with a gun story. Well, a man accidentally shot himself while trying on pants at a Walmart. It's always a Walmart. I'm really surprised that this Walmart isn't in Florida. It happened in Oregon, the Florida of the Northwest. Apparently, while he was changing his pants, his gun dropped out and discharged. I mean, if something is going to drop out of your pants and discharge, I guess I'm relieved it was his gun. But why the hell do you need to bring your little pistol to Walmart? For the record, I am inquiring about his actual firearm and not his penis. Now, a woman in Poland mistook a croissant for a wild beast stuck in a tree and called the animal services to help identify and deal with the wild beast. They thought it might be a bird of prey or possibly an iguana, which does not live in Poland. Eventually, they realized it was a discarded pastry, which begs the question, how many pulls does it take to get a pastry out of a tree? A dairy tanker in Wales spilled milk into a river, turning it completely white. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to live in a country where this is the news? Pastries in trees and milk spills in rivers. No cops killing citizens, no random mass shootings at Welsh FedEx distribution centers, no former football player grabbing a gun and randomly murdering a doctor and his family. No, spilled milk. My advice to the great people of Wales is, don't cry over spilled milk. It'll be water under the bridge in no time. Ba-dum-bum. And finally, Liberty University is suing former school president Jerry Falwell Jr. for $40 million because Jr. loves to watch his wife bang dudes from Florida. Oh man, for $40 million. I hope Jr. is living his best life right now, because if this is who he is, a sexually expressive Southern gentleman who loves watching people hump while sipping a mint julep, living under his bigoted dad's fat ass shadow must have been a nightmare. I feel for the guy. Nah, he was one of the reasons Donald Trump got elected in the first place. Throw the book at him. And I'm not talking about the King James version. Well, that's this week's headlines. So on with the show. This is it. Hi, Russell.
Hello, how are you, Amber?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Just doing
Good.
fine. Oh, I tell you, we always have a little prefab show talk with our guests. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Who knows what might happen?
That's right. So yeah, it looks like a great lineup, but we'll talk about that later. So take care of some business, would you, Russell?
Yes. Well, first I want to talk about the best places to watch Amber Live. If you're joining us on our friend's Stream Ally system, we are glad to have you there. Thank you. That is a great place to watch. And Stream Ally, just a reminder, has its own in-stream tipping system you can use if you'd like to send Amber a little help. And we'll talk about more about that in a minute. And then the other great place to watch is on YouTube. And the reason for that is Facebook does not do full HD, but YouTube does. So you can see all the details of Amber. Some of them are a little scary, but you want to see it as best you can. So we like seeing everything we can, and we recommend that you go over to YouTube, and it's youtube.com/Amber Live. So it's really easy to find. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because that helps us out a lot. And if you want to get notified when we go live, hit the little bell button and you'll get notifications. And that notification will come on Wednesday night when we do Amber Chat.
Oh, my goodness. We had a great one on Wednesday night. Russell and I get together earlier in the evening. We do a promo for this coming week's show. And then we said, oh, what the heck? Let's just invite people to talk. And people do come on and they message, and some people come on live and talk, and it's just a lot of fun. We talk about, who knows what we talk about, whatever people talk about.
Whatever the audience wants us to talk about. You can send in your questions and we'll chat with you about it. And you can even come on Amber Live if you send us an email. We'll send you the link to come into the studio and be right there live on screen.
Yeah, there's always Larry from Florida and Bridget from Illinois and Big J from here in Vermont, and a bunch of others who log in and just what else are you going to do on a Wednesday night? So it's around 8:15. So check that out. Oh, Russell, I hear one of our previous guests, Roberto, he's talked about his project, and tell us more about that.
Well, Roberto did the films Italy and Boca. Yeah. And also another film, and I've forgotten the name of it, but Italy and Boca was the one that he came on and talked about, and he showed us a bit of that, and then he came back because he was excited because he had been nominated in the Taste Awards, and so he was really thrilled for that. And the other film that he did that he also got nominated, and he recently won 3 Taste Awards, which is really amazing. And he put together a little picture of himself with his Taste Award. All right, that's not actually, it's just his face.
That's Mark Spitz's body. I know Mark Spitz's body.
I'm sure you do. So Roberto had a really great time, and he's actually now left the country. He's off in Guatemala, I believe, and so he's off on another adventure. So we'll hear about that sometime.
Oh,
and
great.
Amber, I have another update.
What's that?
I had brunch today with our old friend Mike Houston, the actor who had been on Orange is the New Black. And if you remember, he was on the show with you very early on, and you can tell that by the background. And Mike got a gig recently, and he's very excited about it. And you'll be able to see it this week if you want to see him on Tuesday night. He's going to be on CBS on FBI Most Wanted, I think it's called. So,
I've watched that.
If you're not doing anything Tuesday, check it out and show him a little support by watching his show.
Yeah,
so
it comes on at 10
excited.
o'clock. 10 o'clock CBS.
Fantastic. So you must already be a fan.
Oh, yep. I like that.
Yep. And that brings us up to my favorite part, the bustiers. And you know that I love our bustiers, and they are so supportive, and we always want to thank them all, our super bustiers especially, and also all the other bustiers. Those are the people who support Amber Live by sending us tips. You can do it using Venmo that you see right there. It's at RJD Pro. It's very easy to do. And We have some levels of our bustiers. If you give $25 or more, you get a sticker of the logo. If you give $100 or more, you get a sticker and a magnet for your fridge. And if you give $200 or more, we will send you a sticker, a magnet, and a lovely coffee mug so that you can really be part of the Amber family. So again, it's Venmo at RJD Pro, and we want to thank all of our bustiers because it's very, very important and very helpful to us.
Yes. New things are coming out, new technology that we'd like to try, and it costs a little money. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. So, Russell, do we have a picture for captions this week?
We do, and we just want to know for a caption this week, send your captions in the comments. And who do you think this picture reminds you of? Come up with some funny captions for that. Send it into Jack, and we'll have some fun at the end of the show when he talks about the best captions.
Yes, right. Caption and then your comment. That's fun. That's fun. So now let's talk about our guests tonight.
The best part of the show tonight. They are going to be a lot of fun. We have Bianca Wulwick, who is an expert on the Imposter Syndrome, which is something that a lot of people are talking about. And she has a podcast. I think it's weekly. And every week she does a new interview with somebody and talks about the imposter syndrome. And she even suggested that Amber might come on that sometime. I'm not sure why, but and then we also have April Brucker, who is an amazing ventriloquist. And she's coming on with her friend May, I believe, and they're going to tell us all about April's new book about ventriloquism and about her career. And she's out in Vegas, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, so yes, it is. Yes, it is. So let's get to it, Russell. All right.
Well, and don't forget, we'll also have Pass the Tea and Rocco and Bitchin' in the Kitchen. So there's a lot to get through. So I will get out of your hair. Have some fun, Amber.
All right, will do. Yes, as you can see, we've got a lot coming up this week. So let's bring on our first guest. We first saw her when she was on Miss Richfield's Bingo Bonanza. She was on there as a guest, and we said, she looks interesting and fun. Let's bring her on Amber Live. So we said, come on, Bianca, come on our show. I
was truly so honored to get that email. I'm not even joking. Like, to get that email from Russell, it was like, I told my husband, I was like, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing it. So thank you so much. And I'm so honored to be here, Amber. And it's so nice to meet you on screen.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have in common because both of us have been guests on Miss Richfield's Bingo Bonanza.
Absolutely.
That's every Monday night at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. And so Chris Caputo actually is the reason that I got involved with Miss Richfield. He was like, you'd be just amazing, because I used to play Caption That, which is a very like silent thing with Nicole Hollowell. And like, you would just like put the captions in, and I was just hilarious. And Chris was like, who are you? Like, what is this? You're funny. I was like, I used to be a copywriter, my friend. I'm a podcaster now. That's what I do. Anyway, hi.
But you're going to be on Bingo Bonanza tomorrow night, did you say?
Of course, yeah. So it's my second time. So it's going to be Naughty 90s. And and I was like, I literally, my entire, like, I'm a child of 1989. So like, the entire 90s is my childhood. So I love Beanie Babies and everything. So I don't know what I'm going to wear, what I'm going to do, but I'm currently wearing a Muppet shirt. So we'll see.
So we'll see. All right. So not everyone might not understand or comprehend what the imposter syndrome is. So could you tell us more about that?
So it's like, if you walk into a room and you like look around, you're like, I'm not meant to be here. Everyone's smarter than me. Everyone's better than me. They're going to know I'm like not meant to be here. But for me, this whole podcast situation was that I was a marketing director. I was there for about a year, and then I got laid off due to the pandemic. And it came to me in a fever dream, like, I should probably start this podcast. I've always wanted to do a podcast, which is what I really wanted to do. And Please Don't Kick Me Out started from that notion of every time I would get drinks with my girlfriends, they'd be like, but like, I'm like a doctor and I don't feel like I belong. I'm a doctor and I feel like they're going to come in and tell me I should be kicked out every single day. And so I was like, this is a brilliant name. I've got it. So I started this podcast on the 25th of March last year, and I've been doing it for 1 year. And really, it's just the notion, what I've been finding in the last year is that everyone feels this way. Everyone feels like an imposter. They feel like they don't fit in, and that is okay. So it's just normalizing that feeling. And there was no podcast for it. And every day I would go to my job. I would think, I'm going to get fired today. My boss coming in here and he's firing me. And it never happened. And then when I finally got laid off, I was like, okay. Fair, it's a pandemic, but still, I've always wanted to do this. All through my life, like even when I was like in college, I was a radio DJ, and so I've always like had the gift of gab, so to speak. And I have to like backtrack that by saying that because you're supposed to kiss the Blarney Stone, and I'm not, so I apologize.
Well, you belong here. I'm not going to kick you out. All right.
Thank you, Amber. Oh, you're such a blessing. I love you.
So tell me, what type of guests, or who are your guests that you have on your podcast?
You know what? I've actually put a bar on no life coaches anymore because I've had too many of them, and they're a lot, and they have the same story. I'm looking for LGBTQIA plus people. I'm a very much an inclusion person. I love trans stories. I love stories about being gay. I was just at a party last night for fully vaccinated, my friends, and they're all gay men, and I was the only woman there. And they were like, "You're a gay man in a woman's body, and we love you." And I was like, "Thank you." That's so sweet. But truly, I just really care about like doing the unsung voice and like helping to help people understand that it's okay to not feel like you fit in. So my podcast focuses on talking about the first question, of course, is, do you feel like you have it all figured out? Because when you walk into a room and you look around, you're like, they all know what's going on. It's like, no one knows what's going on. The answer is no. And if you don't know, then that's weird. And then the next question is about imposter syndrome, like how you define it. And then the following question is about success. Like, how do you define success? Like, do you feel successful? And it's all so deeply ingrained into this like feeling of anxiety and this feeling of like, And so I have told stories. Some of my favorite guests have been amazing and incredible. One of my favorite stories is my friend Carolina. She's 47 years old, and she came out as trans and realized, like, I've gone through a couple of marriages. It wasn't working for me. I felt suicidal. I was very depressed. I'm actually a man who wants to transition to a woman. And it changed her life. And for her to tell her story on my podcast, that's when I felt like, okay, I'm doing something beautiful. Like, that is a story I want to tell forever. Like, I want to tell these stories. So I don't really want life coaches. I want people, I always say there's no boring story, but I really want people that just have a story that's not boring. Like, we all feel this way. So tell me a story. I want to hear it.
How exciting. Very nice. So you have a wide range of guests that you've had, and you've been doing this for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
That is very exciting. Now, you mentioned in our pre-show talk that you got some bad news today.
Well, last night, right before I got in an Uber, my husband told me, in fact, he is not coming home this week as they pulled into port in Guam. Oops, OPSEC, my bad. But he was supposed to come home this week, and he's not. So he'll be home with the ship next month, unfortunately. Isn't he cute? He's so cute.
Yes.
Look at him. He's so cute.
Yes, and that's Vegas. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes. We got married by an Elvis. There you go. There's cocaine Elvis. We talked about this. Yeah, no. I told him on our first date, I was like, I really want to be married by an Elvis. And my best friend Marcy took this photo, and it's incredible. It's everything I ever wanted in a photo. So.
Oh, well, we also have something else in common. I'm a sucker for the semen as well. Russell has this picture. This was Fleet Week 10 years ago.
No, it's not. I love it. Okay. Question. How long have you known Russell? Are you like best friends? Like, what is this?
Russell and I have known each other for 25 or so years. Yes.
You suckered him into doing your thing.
Well, I started this off and just me sitting in a chair talking, and he goes, "We can do better." So yeah. So we have. Yeah.
Russell is lovely, and you're in Vermont. So actually, one of the worst boyfriends I've ever had was from Stowe, Vermont.
Well, stuff.
Well,
Well, you'll have to watch
yeah.
the documentary that Russell made about me and my troupe called Slingbacks and Syrup. It's Russell's story about his it's a good story. It's a good story. All right.
You're just gorgeous and lovely, and I just love you. And I'm sorry, I'm just I've had some beverages, so hi.
Well, very good. All right, Bianca, it's lovely talking to you. So we'll have you back in the show. Think of some questions you want to ask me and our next guest, and bring that dog with you as well. Okay?
I will. He's behind me.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Bianca. We could talk all night. Just wait, we've got a lot more in this show. But first, we want to find out what happened on RuPaul's Drag Race with Pass the Tea. Hey, girls, tell us all about it.
Girl, that's hot.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pass the Tea. I'm Sherry Poppins.
And I'm Angela Mansberry, and today we are breaking down the reunion episode of this 13th season of Drag Race. And I would say it's less of a reunion, more of a recap.
Yeah, more of a recap, more of a, like, almost like a here's what you missed, but, like, we didn't miss a thing, you know? So, especially you and I did not miss a thing.
No.
So essentially what they did, right, if we're going to just like get right into it, they kind of just like touched base with all the girls, like how they've been post Drag Race, like in their own living rooms. And then they released a drag video, like a drag like lip sync video, which I thought was, you know, what we've been doing all year.
Right. It was very much a digital drag show, the way that we have been doing drag over the past year during quarantine. And the perfect way to kick things off, we went in order of when the queens left the show. So Kimora Hall was first. And where else do you perform in a digital drag show than in your own bathtub? You've done it. I've done it. If you haven't performed a lip sync from your bathtub, you are not doing drag in quarantine.
Mama, it was a pandemic, like welcome, Kimora. We've welcomed to the club. It's a rite of passage. And it was sexy. It was hot, you know.
It was cute. And they were all really well filmed. They clearly were given some sort of budget to be able to make something really cool because the lighting was really good. The quality was really good.
Yeah.
Who were some of your favorites?
Some standouts for me. I loved Olivia's. I think she might have been my number one. The hair was right. The lighting was right. The vibe, like what a great song choice. And I liked Denali's a lot too. And Utica's. Those are maybe my top three.
Denali was particularly wonderful because, of course, we always known she's an ice skater, but how do you show ice skating on Drag Race? And this was the perfect opportunity for her to show off her ice skating skills. It was great.
Bitch, and she's not just like doing circles around Rockefeller Center. Like she's like backflipping in ice skating. It's like she's fucking wild.
It was really fierce. And as you said, I really liked Utica's as well. Total opposite. Utica's was very high art, reminding me of a Sasha Velour moment in a great way.
Absolutely.
It was almost like she was caught in a web and she was cutting her way out of the web. I was really into that one too. And the other interesting theme of this was basically a lot of queens used songs that they had written themselves.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites was Tamisha's. She had used a fight that she had with Candy Muse during Untucked from this season and had made it into this song called Arrogant. It was really fun to watch. And I miss Tamisha. She was great.
Yeah, I was really happy to see more of her on my television. I'm just really upset we didn't get a moment of reconciliation or conversation between her and Candy. That was like one of the biggest letdowns, I think. But yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, because that's why it didn't really feel like a reunion, right? It really wasn't as much talking. It was more recaps of them during the season and then performing a number.
Right, yeah. The girls weren't really interacting in real time. They were asking each other like fan questions. You know, and everyone seems to be from Boise for some reason. I felt like everyone was from like the middle of nowhere, but whatever. But they were all even. I felt like a little catered. So, but it was still, it was cute.
It was cute, and I think one of the other standouts for me, I really love Tina Berners. It was a whole line of drag queens from New York City, some familiar faces that I have missed seeing. And that was a really nice way to feel she was bringing New York City together in her number, and I really appreciated that.
It was really beautiful. I mean, especially with the amount of times that she said she's from New York. I think it's fitting, but also it was well done that she had her New York family with her, you know. Some faces we've seen, some faces I've never seen, but all the less they looked great.
It was really cool. And then, of course, the big moment from the episode, which was interesting, they had two lip sync assassins perform, and they were winning money for charity. And so the two lip sync assassins they chose were Denali and Lala Ree. And this is more so, or like live on Zoom, performing live head to head in a lip sync, which was fun to watch. It was a good way to end the episode, I thought.
I thought too. And you know what? When I was watching it, I really thought Lala was gonna win. Denali was doing a lot more like tricks and like stunts, but it kind of didn't feel intentional. Like everything she was doing was just to like do it. How many tricks can I fit into one number? Lala was kind of like vibing with it more and still being like really high energy. So I was kind of like, oh, all right, whatever. But $15,000 in total went out to two beautiful charities. So win-win for everyone, right?
Win-win for everyone. And of course, next week is our finale.
Speaking of win-wins, someone's going to win $100,000 next week, and we will be talking about it.
Yes, I cannot wait to do this finale with you. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a TED Talk, mama. Until then, y'all, this has been Pass the Tea. We'll see you next Sunday. I'm Sherry Poppins.
And I'm Angela Mansberry. Back to you, Amber. Cheers, girl.
Cheers, baby.
Ooh. Ooh.
Girl, that's hot.
Thanks, girls. Thank you very much. Oh, that was fun. Can't wait for the finale. Yes. So, Russell, come back in.
Hello again, Amber. What an amazing show so far.
I tell you, we've covered a lot, but we've got a lot more to cover. We've got our special guest, April Brucker. Oh, she's going to be funny. But we've also got Lucy Bell. Who knows what she's cooking up and drinking up this week. We've got my top 5. We've got Rocco. We've got Jack coming in, and always close out with Boog and Shug. So we've got a lot coming up in the next 30 minutes or so. So, all right. So what would you like to talk about now, Russell?
Well, I want to remind everyone about the Caption This contest. So send in your funniest captions for this photo, and Jack will be talking about them at the end of the show. And then I want to give a shout out one more time to our bustiers, and we do love you all. Thank you all so much. If you'd like to help us out, it's Venmo at RJD Pro, and that keeps this show going every week, which is important. And then the winner of our last contest sent us a picture. We have not started a new contest yet, but we will, a new giveaway. Our friend Gary sent us a picture of the mug that he got and the liquid that he likes to put in his mug that's not just for coffee.
That's right. Gary is from Elyria, Ohio, and and I see he's watching tonight. Thank you very much for watching, Gary. I don't know how he found us, but he did, so we're happy to have him. All right.
And congratulations on winning. So next time we have a giveaway, make sure you enter because you too can win. And then speaking of all those great things that we give away, we have a word from our sponsor.
Hey, it's Lucy Bell. Have you visited the Amber Live store to get your own amazing Amber Live merch? Just visit amberlive.tv and you can see all the incredible items we have for you. Regular coffee mugs, large coffee mugs, and even magic coffee mugs. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, tote bags, and even beach towels. Y'all, they make great gifts for your friends. I've got mine. Just visit the Amber store at amberlive.tv and order yours today.
Thank you, Lucy Bell. And since we made that commercial, we also have added pillows. This is really a nice, comfortable pillow. There's squares and there's the rectangular ones. And let's see, they're really soft. And you know what I like about them? there's a zipper. You can take the cover off in case you get some stains on it, because pillows sometimes get stains. So yeah, so get your amber pillow as well. All right. Well, since we were talking about Lucy Bell, let's find out what she's bitching about in the kitchen.
Bitchin' in the kitchen with Lucy Bell. Hey everybody, Lucy Bell LeMay here with another episode of Bitchin' in the Kitchen. Yes, it's springtime, and gosh, have I been enjoying this warm weather. I've even gone skinny dipping a couple of times in Beaver Pond. I tell you what, by LeMay Day, which is May 1st, everybody should be celebrating by that time, and hopefully everyone has their vaccines so we can party and hug. Oh, and at least get closer, talk to one another, and have a cocktail. Yes. Oh, speaking of cocktails, I think today we will do a tequila sunrise margarita. We're going to start with tequila. So that's usually about, I'd say, anywhere from 1 to 2 shots. Oh, yeah, that looks good right there. Triple sec. There we go. Some sweet and sour mix. A little bit more. There we go. Woohoo! Orange juice. Now we'll just stir this up. And then we're going to put some grenadine. And there's a trick to this, because you want to pour it right down the side, because it's heavy enough that it will go right to the bottom. Yay! See, and then it starts rising to the top like the sun. Ain't that something? Oh, so good, so refreshing. I think we'll be doing these in P-Town, Amber. Oh, yeah. And we'll start our tamale pie. So we got our oven heating at 400 degrees, and our frying pan is warming up. So we're going to put us a little olive oil, usually about a tablespoon, I guess. Put that in there. I peeled and chopped 1 onion. So that's what I'm going to dump in there now. Yeah, get those onions nice and translucent. And then we're going to dump 2 cups of shredded chicken. Yep, rotisserie chicken. A can of black beans that we had to rinse and drain. Just dump them right in there. A cup and a half of salsa. Close enough. Just dump that right in there. A teaspoon of taco mix. Now we're going to have to make, while this is cooking a little bit, we're going to have to make our cornbread real quick. A little jiffy. It's going to take 1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk. Whoops. Mix that up real good. This is mixed up real good. We're going to put a cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Yes. And a half a cup of corn. Okay, so this is mixed really well. I'm going to even it out, and then I'm going to pour this right over the top. Spread it out a little bit. Up in the oven it goes. God, that must be about 5 pounds. Okay, so we're going to let this baby cook for, I'm going to give it 12 minutes. You know what? While that's cooking, I'm going to go in there and get me a quickie with Bo, and I'll be right back. Hey, you know what? I think Bo likes it that it's springtime too. Oh, yes. Woo! Oh, that was great. Oh, and it's done. And so is Bo. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And hot.
Oh, this looks so good. Woo. Mmm. 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 It's good. Mmm. But those beans are hot. Mmm. Mmm. It's so good. Mmm. But hot right now. Mmm. Need a little drink. I don't have a bitch this week, thanks to Bo. Yes. So remember, wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your distance. And try this recipe and let me know what you think about it, all right? See you next time. Social.
Oh, Lucy. 2 great recipes, the cocktail and the pie, coming up for Cinco de Mayo. That's great. Thank you, Lucy. Yeah, and LeMay Day. Yeah, we're coming up, and we're thinking about doing something special for LeMay Day. Yes, yes. What makes those mad things magic, Tracy? It has my picture on them. It's magic. Yes, yes. So, all right, so let's go on to my top 5 this week. It's the top 5 things I would do if I were a drag queen cop, okay? Number 5, I'd make the uniforms look hot. Yeah, nice, form-fitting, leather, of course. Number 4, heels would be optional because sometimes you have to run, and that's not a drag race I'd like to be in. Number 3 thing I'd do if I was a drag queen cop, no more guns or tasers, just bear hugs. And I do love to hug those bears. And the number 2 thing I do if I was a drag queen cop, every crime is friskable. Yep, every one of them, whether they like it or not. And the number 1 thing I do if I were a drag queen cop, I wouldn't shoot 13-year-olds or unarmed innocent people of any color. Yeah. That's what I do. All right. So let's get on. Let's change the subject to our next guest. You're going to like her as well. And that's April Brucker. April, come on in.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. Yes, we can. All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. And I just want to say that we should just make, defund the police and just make them all drag queens, because drag queens get stuff done. Okay. Whenever you're in a club and a drag queen walks in and she says, "Move it," everybody moves.
You know it, girl. You know it. I like that idea.
And just think of how crime would go down. Somebody's doing something illegal and a drag queen just goes, "No."
No.
And then instead of giving them a ticket or saying, go home or whatever, how cops are like, you just be like, sashay away, and they would go.
You're drag queens.
Yes, I know my drag queens, and so, yeah, so they should just make all drag queens cops. You are onto something, Amber. If nobody's told you today, you are a genius.
Well, I do my best. All right. Okay. All right. Enough about me. Now more about you. So, April, tell us about what you've been doing in Las Vegas. What were you doing before the pandemic?
Well, before the pandemic, I was in New York City for 10 plus years. And then I moved out to Las Vegas to do a residency called April Unwrapped. And that's the set you're seeing right now. I did 2 premiere weekends at the Notoriety Theater here in Las Vegas. It's on Old Fremont Street. And then the pandemic came. And I'm going to say one thing. I want coronavirus's agent, okay? Because just think of all the press coronavirus is getting, right?
You're right. Definitely.
Yeah, but you were going to say, Amber?
Yeah, you only did it twice, your show twice, and then it was closed?
It was closed, but before coronavirus but now I can be seen every weekend, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at a show called Burlesque Q at Alexis Park Resort here in Las Vegas. And the show is hosted. It's an all-female review. We have one token male, Shawnee Cooper, funny guy. He's an award-winning comedian here in Las Vegas. It's featuring the premier showgirls and choreographed and directed by Carrie Byers and myself and May Wilson.
May, okay. You had to bring May.
Actually, no. It's just featuring Law. I just let April stick around. This is what I have to deal with.
Well, I know, but I've seen May on television. the two of you were on a show called What Would You Do? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, well, May and I were on a show called What Would You Do? And we were supposed to be playing the duo of the snarky ventriloquist duo, right? Yeah, and so, this homeless lady that was an actress, I said, hey, homeless lady, why don't you get a work ethic and some self-esteem? And so this doorman, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he already looks like he's having a bad day. South Street Seaport. He comes over, and he's like, stop making fun of that homeless lady. And I said, it's not me, it's her. And he said, well, when the cops come, they're going to arrest the both of yous. And so then within seconds, okay, John Quinones and the camera crew come out, and he's like, hi, I'm John Quinones, and we're with What Would You Do? And they interview him. So he looks like a awesome person on national TV. So it's then revealed that the homeless woman is an actor, and she took a car service from Riverdale, where she lived, to the South Street Seaport, which was like $200, putting her in a higher income bracket than all of us. And that meant that she had a sugar daddy. Okay, girl, all I want is a sugar daddy. You see, she had the sugar daddy, so that's the O. Henry twist. So, yes, May is rather famous. Tell Amber some of the things you've been on. I've been on What Would You Do? My Strange Addiction, BBC, Telemundo, and a lot of cocaine.
Girl, we'd have fun together, I think, Meg. You know that?
Of course. And I was even on Pinocchio. Yes, you were. But what happened? Every time he lied, his nose grew and his dick shrank.
Well, it's got to go somewhere. There's got to be some give and take.
But you were with him for 2 years, May. Yeah, because every time he lied, I just sat on his face. But you were with him but she was going to marry him, okay? This is the first I'm hearing about this. She was going to
marry Pinocchio.
Yeah, you were going to marry him. What happened? You want to know the truth? I think everybody wants to know the truth, right?
Yes.
That dirty dummy gave me splinters.
Oh, May, splinters.
May, you can get the hand out of my face. The splinters are a clinical subject, and you're being insensitive. See? My crown is even off my head, that I'm so upset. Have you ever had a day like that?
So, May, do you have any friends there with you, or how many associates do you work with?
She works with, she's just in Burlesque Q, but we do have, would you like to meet the president?
Oh, yes.
Yes. He's kind of old, so you kind of have to talk kind of loud.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, but don't you have somewhere to go, May? Yeah, I gotta go find a sugar daddy because my last one passed away unexpectedly at the age of 97.
Well, if you find two, let me know, okay?
Yeah, because you might need to find a sugar daddy, one for her, one for you. I need to find one too because I might have to get a job. But that was May Wilson. You can see her every Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Burlesque Q. But with me, I have dun 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 President Joe Bidentime.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Joe.
Hello. I just want to say that I like the LGBTQ community and all the letters of the alphabet. And I love America because here's the deal. In a Joe Bidentime America, we will all be equal. So, Joe, ew!
What did he do?
He just sniffed my hair. Canteen for me. She's a Democrat, so what kind of shampoo do you use?
You're pretty funny there, Joe.
Thank you. So you're the oldest person ever elected president. Knock on wood, I'm as quick as a whip. Knock on wood, I'm as strong as an ox. Knock on wood. Who's there? So Joe, what have you been up to lately? Well, let's see. Here's the deal. I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I've been trying to fix the inferno structure. You mean the infrastructure, the inferno structure, whatever you call it. When I was a boy in Scranton, my father said, April, it's a good thing you wrote a book. Yeah, that's right, guys. I wrote a book. It's called Don't Read My Lips. Yeah, it's a how-to book on ventriloquism.
All right. So can you give me some little clues here? What I might see in your book? No, I have to buy your book, don't I?
And Joe's going to help me with this, and I might even have May help me. Because what can I say? I have a full house here. And as part of my initiative, I'm going to find employment for people like May Wilson so they don't have to be tawdry anymore. Then it should be no fun, Joe. So what might they find in Don't Read My Lips? First off, you're going to learn about the history of ventriloquism, because here's the deal. Everybody's got to know about history. And what else might they find? The how to become a ventriloquist, the secrets of lip control, and then how to dump your ventriloquist and go solo and become a star.
May, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that, May. Oh, come on. I'm on the Ann Nicole Smith retirement plan. You see, I'm going to get a rich old guy, get a sugar daddy, have him put me in his will. He's going to die, and I'm going to get my own reality show. What do you say, Joe? The fact of the matter is, I already have a life that I'm very happy with. I urge you to do the right thing and get a job. Oh, I said it again! You also learn how to cope with stuff like this in my book, when your puppets go wild.
Oh my goodness, that's great. Well, we got a little video clip we have of some of your work we'd like to see.
Look, folks, it's me, Cool Joey B. Now here's the deal. Are you interested in ventriloquism? It's an occupation, hobby, or pastime. The fact of the matter is, America's foremost female ventriloquist has written a book where she reveals the secrets on how to be a successful vent. Come on, man, that's no malarkey.
Hi, I'm April Brucker, and I'm here backstage in Las Vegas with my roommate, May Wilson, where we're the special guest stars in the all-female review, Burlesque Q at Alexis Park Resort. May, my new book has just been published. Really, April, what's it called? Don't Read My Lips. I'm not reading your lips. What's the title of the book? That is the title of my book. That is a strange title for a book. What's it all about? Look at the table of contents. Wow, how did you do that? Without moving my lips. Very funny. Where can I get a copy? It's available on Amazon and through booksellers worldwide. You know, April, this is going to be a bestseller because I'm on the front cover. May, I'm in the photo too. Hate to break it to you, April, but no one will notice because not only am I cuter, but I'm the star.
Hello. Thank you. And somebody wanted to know, does May get jealous when I go on dates? Excuse me, I'm the one that gets all the action here. You see, sometimes April has to take nautical gals at the show after we're done singing, and that's the most action she's gotten in weeks. So the question is April, no, I'm not jealous of April. Is April jealous of moi? This is what I gotta live with.
That's tough. That's very difficult. So, what the show's going well for you? The working with the burlesque show. Do you have any plans after the pandemic is lifted there in Vegas?
Well, the world's starting to open up, and the one thing that I'm going to do in President Bidentime, you have a staff meeting, right? I got to duck out, but I like to duck. So that's President Bidentime. He has a staff meeting because, unlike our last president, he actually does work. But the first thing that's going to happen is, would you like to tell them, May? On May 4th, we're going to be on my month. What's My Secret on MTV? And you're going to have to guess my secret. That's the first plan. The second thing, obviously, is Burlesque Q is opening up and getting more people at Alexis Park Resort every Thursday through Sunday, guys. And then the next thing, of course, is my book, available on Amazon, Don't Read My Lips, and through other booksellers. And finally, ladies, gentlemen, drag queens, anybody, do you ever have an accidental towel slip or whoops? Well, if you come to Burlesque Q, you can also see me tea juggle, or you can learn to tea juggle with my new tea juggle kit, available on aprilbrooker.tv for $29.99. And tell everybody, tell Amber about being on Videos After Dark. Yes, I actually tea juggled without May. Excuse me, I was just too glamorous for television, okay? And and I couldn't make it to that taping because I was out with my sugar daddy. But it didn't last with that sugar daddy. Yeah, because he was only 79. Okay, he had a few more years to live. All right.
So what is tea juggling? Did I miss something?
Tea juggling, it is towel juggling. Like Amber, let's talk for a minute. Have you ever had an accidental towel slip or whoops?
Sure.
Yeah, and has the pizza delivery man ever come? You're in your towel, you're running down, and you want to drop the towel, but you want that pizza for free, right?
Yes.
Well, tea juggle is a way to do that.
I think I need some lessons.
Yes,
All
and
right.
so do you tea juggle, May? Well, seeing that, I can't completely move on my own, no, but if I could, I would. Because I'm all about getting free things from hot guys.
Well, April and May and Joe, I'm sorry Joe had to cut out. Thank you so much for being on Amber Live. What a delight! So let's bring Bianca back in.
Hi.
Hey, Bianca. Wait. So time out. Bianca, I hear you had some good news.
Oh,
since
my
you last
husband
appeared.
watched. He watched from Guam. He was in port, so he watched from Guam. That was very sweet. And
Oh, how
said he
exciting.
loves me, and he said you look fun. He said
Oh, thank you.
April
That's
looks
awesome.
fun. No, he said I looked fun. And then he complimented you. But no, so it was just like it made me very, very happy.
Aw.
He's very proud. My husband's whole thing is like, I just want you every day to just live your best life, and you are. So I'm proud of you. So,
Oh, that's
Oh, how
so
nice.
sweet.
Does he have any friends? Does he have any friends that might be interested in an older
oh, I don't know.
fun person?
We'll
find that
see.
out.
We'll
All right.
see.
So, Bianca, you were watching the interview with April. Do you have any questions for April or May?
How do you get into puppets? Like, how is that a thing?
How did I get into puppets? Well, I was 13 and I grew up without cable because why not, right?
Mhm.
And I'm the
I didn't
product.
know about that either.
Yeah, and I'm the product of two educators because they were like, if you're going to live here, you're going to be a thinker. So fast forward high school, and I grew up right outside of Pittsburgh, so football's king. My brother was playing football. My dad wanted the local channel to see how we stacked up. And so if you get one channel, you have to get 50. It's just the way it goes. So we finally got cable. Friday night, we're watching the games, and my dad hates commercials. So on one commercial break, we had, there was a Edgar Bergen tribute, and Edgar Bergen is a very famous ventriloquist. As a matter of fact, Candace Bergen is his daughter, but that's her dad. And we all tried to talk like the ventriloquists, and May, you tell her, April has her grandmother's sideways Irish smile. And I was the only one that could do it. And so that Christmas, I got my first Groucho Marx under the tree. And from there, she's been hanging out with puppets ever since. That's when it all started. That's when the she's crazy. Rescue Bianca. And by the way, does your husband, does he have any hot young seaman friends that are, in the puppets?
They're all gay. They're all gay men.
They're all gay men. Even better,
In
if they're
the
rich, I can marry them for the money, and we can both have sex with other guys. Hello.
Right? You can do a kiki. That'd be fun.
Okay, now April, do you have a question for Bianca?
Yes. Okay. Who's your favorite Muppet? You're wearing the Muppet shirt. Who is your favorite Muppet?
Miss Piggy, because I really feel like Miss Piggy is so underestimated. She is the ultimate drag queen. And there is a person in San Diego, Miriam T, the drag queen. And she's known as the sassiest drag queen. And she does like a Miss Piggy bit. And she does like drags the Muppets theme song, which is like incredible. And we love it. But honestly, like Miss Piggy, because it's like Miss Piggy takes no shit. She also will slap around Kermie.
Oh, she does.
Thank you. And I also love a Manimal moment. So if we're gonna like go, Kermit's too. No, Miss Piggy, Manimal, and Kermie's like at the bottom of the rung.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, because I totally tried to sleep with Kermit the Frog to get ahead. He only likes pigs, so yeah. This.
So Bianca, you have your dog there. What's your dog's name?
This is Bourdain. His birthday is Wednesday. He's turning 1. His name is Bourdain, after Anthony Bourdain.
And his picture's behind you. Is that right?
No, actually, this is crazy. So my friend was looking for a piece of furniture, and she went to a consignment store, and she was like, "You're not going to believe this, but there's a tricolor cavalier like painting." And I was like, "Oh, that might be sacrilegious. That's really weird." She was like, "No, like you should go buy it." And because he only has, if you notice, he only has one eyebrow, not two. Why are you so tired? He only has one eyebrow, not two. So usually they'll have the two brown eyebrows. And so this painting behind me, it probably was a dog that had passed away. They like decided they didn't want to have it anymore, this painting. So I went and I purchased it after my friend was like, why are we not buying this? Like, let's put it in the office. So yeah, I bought it. It fit in my car, thingies crossed. It fit in my car and I brought it home and it was beautiful. But no, I'm obsessed with my Cavalier. Cavaliers are my favorite dog on the planet. And it's been what the dog I've always wanted to have. So, yeah.
Oh, how nice. How nice. All right. Well, April and Bianca, thank you so much for being on Amber Live tonight. Oh, and please come back when you have, we want to hear about your book. We want to hear about what's happening in Las Vegas when things open up. And Bianca, I want to hear more about your husband. All right.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a blessing.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, May. Bye, May. Bye, Bianca. Oh, wasn't that fun? All right. And such interesting questions they asked each other. So cool. So cool. Well, you know what? There's only one place to go now, and that's to Rocco. Hey, Rocco.
Hey, Amber. How you doing?
Fine. Hey, finally I get some testosterone on this show. I mean, sorry, Russell, but those two women.
I wouldn't mind tea juggling with those two.
No, I can imagine. Have you ever been tea juggled?
Yeah, but I think it was a different type of teas. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
I guess you don't.
So what you got going this week, Rocco?
Well, I know you were going to have like puppets and stuff on, so I thought I would break out my old ventriloquism skills myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I do everything. Let me tell you. All right, but before I bring out my guest puppet, I'm burping. I was eating a BLT. Since, it's COVID, I got to put on my mask. And here, let me introduce you to Marionette Barry. Yeah, we're slumming it today. Right? Hey, Marionette Barry, why do you look like a combination of Marion Barry and a crack whore? 'Cause I'm a crack whore. Oh, what else do you like? Crack. What? Crack. You crack me up. I need more crack. As you can see, this act has been perfected. Crack.
Yeah, it's about 20 years too late, I think.
I like retro comedy. If people get this joke, then you're my kind of person.
So shouldn't your marionette have some pants or something?
It's crack whore.
Okay.
I'm mayor forever.
Oh my goodness!
All right. Well, hey, that was fun.
And I didn't see your lips move.
Exactly. That's how good I am. Let me tell you, ventriloquism during COVID, it's a little easier.
Yes, it is.
So what else you up to?
But I don't think April has anything to worry about.
Well, maybe not as far as puppets go, but
She never mentioned a man, Rocco.
Hey, there you go.
Has Rocco ever been to Las Vegas?
Of course. You kidding me? I like going down to Fremont Street, and now it's pretty cool. They got all the lights and stuff, and it's fun. Did you ever go to New York?
No, that's Fremont Street's my favorite part of Las Vegas.
Yeah, I like that too. It's pretty cool. You can do a lot of fun things there. Back in the day, they didn't have all that neon. They just had, you had some casinos with some seedy people that I enjoyed hanging out with myself. It was fun.
So are you a gambler, Rocco?
I don't gamble. I win.
What's your game of choice?
Blackjack.
Yeah.
Also, I do play a little bit of the craps.
Ooh.
I like poker, but I like slots too. They're kind of fun because you put your money in and you don't know every turn of that handle, your life could change, right?
That's it. That's it.
So
Very
it's
good.
fun.
Yeah. So are you looking forward to going out to Las Vegas anytime soon?
Yeah, I want to go with like now. I don't know. I might have to plan a trip there very, very soon. You want to come? Have you?
Yes. Yes. Maybe Russell can arrange a business trip. You know,
I think that's a
paid.
great idea. I think Amber Live from Vegas is a great idea, Russell.
I don't know that I can afford a business trip, but maybe if you go out there, maybe you could talk to April and stay with her if she's up for that. Shall we ask her?
Hey, Rocco, just to let you know, I'm not looking for Mr. Right. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. Okay to answer your question.
That's good enough for me.
Maybe. I mean, I've been looking for a future ex-husband for a few days now, okay? Because, I don't know if you know anything about me, Rocco, but long before COVID made it cool, I went viral. Because the Daily Mail did a story on me, and it went viral from England to Iceland to Italy, Russia to China, India, Ghana to Nigeria to Kenya, and from Brazil to Colombia to Guatemala. That's right, I'm a celebrity in Guatemala. And the story was as follows. Ventriloquist
I just went viral in Jersey.
20 grand a year on her puppets that even have their own bedroom, dumps her fiance after he says it's them or me. Folks, I'm not looking for Mr. Right. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. Okay. So, Rocco, if you're into puppets, you might be my Mr. Okay.
What do you think? Am I into puppets or what?
Oh, I saw Marion. I saw Marionette Barry, right? I mean, yeah.
Marionette Barry. All right.
Yeah, Marionette Barry. I saw Marionette Barry. It's 20 years too late, like Amber said. But you might master lip control. She's got kind of a future. Okay, maybe she doesn't have a future. Maybe you got to go back to the drawing board on that one. But you're enthusiastic, and that's what I love. I need a man with enthusiasm.
I like this. I like her a lot. And by the way, at the end of the show, you're going to see some puppetry, like quality puppetry called Boog and Shug. Check them out. You're going to love them.
Yes. All right. Well, I'll let you two go back into the green room and make your plans together. All right. Oh, matchmaker. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Amber Live wedding. Rocco and April. Maybe we can get that, what's she calling, the cocaine Elvis to do the wedding. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Jack. Come on in, Jack.
Hey, what's the deal? Why are you giving all the lady guests to Rocco? All he does is show up and make a pig of himself, and everyone's like, oh, Rocco, give me more Rocco. I don't get it.
Obviously.
I'm just a gonzo in a world where everyone's like, oh, it's Kermit.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack. Sorry. So otherwise, how'd you like the show tonight?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was a really good show. I found the two guests to be really a riot. So good choice.
Oh, they'd be fun in a room together. Just let them go.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, that would just be really entertaining. It was entertaining backstage just before the show. It was like I could watch this for a while.
So
Really
let's have that caption. Any captions?
Yeah, we did have a few. First of all, is that Bette Midler? What's going on here?
That's Bette Midler, Lucille Ball, and Lily Tomlin.
Oh, that's what's happening there. Okay, cool. Well, someone says you got some splaining to do, so that explains that one. All right,
Yeah.
I get it now. Took me all night, but I finally get it. Look, there's Amber. What a queen. And Lucy Bell replies, I am the only queen here.
Oh, Gary, you've caught on pretty quick.
And Jess says, sorry, Amber, this is not Fleet Week. And I got one more from Cousin Craig who says, 40 years from now, you'll wish you looked this good.
Oh, God. Well, I also got one on my phone from Shar out in California. For some reason, she couldn't make any comments. And she said, Amber taught Bette and Lily everything they know and more. So thank you, Shar, for checking in from Sacramento. Appreciate that. Oh, we're still getting comments about Rusty Peen. Have you seen anything of Rusty lately, Jack?
I didn't see him this week, but he did call me up on the phone, and he had some very choice words to say about New York's decision to legalize marijuana. And he used the F word quite a bit, so I'm going to have to paraphrase here. And basically he was saying, why has Vermont not gotten itself together? After all, it has all those darn articles in the 7 days about how there's effing supposed to be pot legalized by now. So what does he effing have to do but come down to New York and go to a dispensary here? So I think that he's plan a trip to New York, and it's probably going to be very tourist oriented.
Well, I hope you capture it and share it here on Amber Live.
I'll see what I can do. He's really calling me up, and it's annoying. I'm having nightmares of him saying, "Dude."
All right. So hey, Russell, can you come on in and join us?
Hello, Amber. How are you?
What fun. Russell, great job getting these guests tonight. They were a lot of fun.
We do have another comment from a couple of our guests who are having a bit of a spa right now. When you guys were talking about going to Vegas, Doug wanted to know if you can book a trip around the annual porn convention, and then Craig wanted to know, are you not nominated for an award this year, Doug? Otherwise, they would have flown him in.
Raccoons there.
Yeah, all right. No, fun show.
Yes.
So, Russell, what do we got coming up next week?
Well, before we get to that, I have a couple of things I do want to remind people about the bustiers. Don't forget it one last time. If you'd like to support us, you can use Venmo at RJD Pro. I'd also like to tell everyone that I know you all like to laugh at Lucy Bell, and she has a lot of fun, but last night I actually made that recipe that you saw tonight on the show, and it's really good.
It looks really good.
I recommend that one. Some of them not so much, but that one's really good.
We also want to mention we've got a couple some of our fans and guests have birthdays. Something happened 9 months ago that we had a lot of people having birthdays. Tim Cavanaugh had a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Tim. You come back on the show. Yes.
Birthday.
Annie Parmalee, she had a birthday last week. Our good friend Todd McCarthy has a birthday coming up this week. Serena, one of our bustiers, Serena's birthday is coming up this week. And one of the best birthdays we can mention is coming up on Thursday, and that's my dear sister Margarita, who shares a birthday with Mike Hayes, and they're having their birthday on Thursday. So we do want to wish them a very happy birthday. And if you'd like to send Margarita and/or Mike a card, drop us a line, and we'll tell you where to send that to. So thank you.
Yes, and happy birthday to all of them. Such great people.
Yes.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Yes.
And then next week, we have two great guests again. A little different than this week, but it'll be a lot of fun and very interesting. We have Christopher Pepin Neff, who I believe has lived in Burlington or Vermont.
Yes.
Who currently is living in Sydney. So he is on the other side of the world from us. Australia, yes.
It's a whole other hemisphere.
Yes, he has written a whole book about LGBTQ lobbying in the United States. And so he's going to come on and talk with Amber about that. And then we also have an artist named Paul Edward Pinkman, who's going to come on and share with Amber his art, his mission, what's been going on during COVID. And he's going to be a lot of fun. So it'll be an interesting and informative week next week with some great guests again.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thank you very much for this show tonight, Russell. And thank you very much, Jack,
You're
as
welcome.
well. You two have a great week. Have a great week.
You too.
Yes. Whew. So what a fun evening. We got more coming up. Don't forget Wednesday night. Stop in for Amber Chat. Send us some comments or come on. You can come on screen as well. So do that as well. Until then, have a good week. All right, let's stick together. A lot of stuff still going on out in the world. Let's keep continuing wearing a mask, being safe, and taking care of each other. All right. I'll be here next week. Hope you will be too. Bye-bye.
Hey, Bug. This week, let's pick on Lucy Bell instead of Amber. Why? Any stable genius can pick on Amber. She's too easy. Why does everyone keep calling Amber easy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.